This is my 3-minute strategy that has been proven to make $8,567 a month. This is a high win rate strategy that has been perfected over time. I'm not just going to show you step by step how to use this strategy. I'm going to show you real results to show you that it works. I will give you the exact checklist you need to enter and exit every single trade so that you can take all the guesswork out of trading. You don't need a crazy amount of indicators. You don't need 10 years of trading experience. You don't even need to understand multiple time frames. As long as you follow the checklist that we are going to dive into in this video, you can start profiting from this strategy instantly. With that being said, let's go through the step-by-step guide so that you can master this strategy. This is the 5-step process that when you follow, you can start profiting immediately. And you need to follow this step by step the way I show you. And just to touch base, we have number 1 as time. Number 2 is candles. Number 3 is entry. Number 4 is exit. And number 5 is emergency. This is when the market does not behave accordingly. Now, without any further ado, let's dive deeper into each step. Now, with time, there are 2 specific aspects. Number 1 is time frame. Now, if you don't have premium trading view, I recommend you use the 5-minute time frame. If you have premium trading view, I recommend you use the 3-minute time frame. And that is what we will use today because that is what I use to trade the market. Now, the next aspect of time is timing window. Now, I recommend you trade in the New York session from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is just a 1.5 hour window. And this is when you will make your money. Why? So if we look at this indicator called volume, and I don't really use indicators, I am just doing this to illustrate a point. You'll notice that volume has a very particular pattern, and that is it's low and then at a specific time of day it goes up, then goes down, and then the next day goes up. If you look at 9:30, that is when we have the most volume. 9:30, that is when we have the most volume in the market, in the entire world. So it behooves you to trade when there is the most action in the market. That brings us to step number 2, which is candles. Now, we use candles to analyze the market. However, our approach is going to be very different, and I urge you to keep an open mind. It is going to be stupidly simple to the point where you can be skeptical and ask yourself, does this really work? However, we have proof that this works, and I will show you the proof. For now, let's talk about candles. Now, basically, a candle is a representation of price and time. And since we are using the 3-minute time frame, then we are looking at what price has done in a 3-minute window. And there are 2 things that you need to know about candles. If it's a blue candle, it means buyers are in the market. If it's a red candle, it means sellers are in the market. You don't need to complicate it more than that. So, this is your candle. This one is for the sellers. Let's paint it red. So, what do you do with candles? So, a candle has a structure. And this up here is what we call the high. Let's label it as H. I know you know this. However, you don't use it. So, high, and then we have high there. And then we have low, which is the lowest point price has reached, down here. And then also low below the blue candle. So notice that even whether a candle is blue or red, the high and the low still remains the same. So what is the significance of the high and the low? Well, the high and the low gives you your area of support and resistance. So if you're always wondering, Where do you draw your area of support and resistance? You just draw a line like that and a line like that to the downside. And you have a clear area of support and resistance. Now, depending on the color of the candle, you can know who is currently in the market. If it's a blue candle, it just means buyers are in the market. If it's a red candle, it means sellers are in the market. Now, the next thing you need to know about candles and basically about the market is that when you look at one candle and draw the high and the low, there are three possible things that could happen. Scenario number one is that price goes up. So we have a breakout to the upside like that. Or price goes down. Or price just stays within the range of the high and the low. So it does not really break out. Now, we are not really interested in price when it's inside, but we are interested when price is going up or down. Why? Think about it. The buyers are in the market if the market is blue. So if the next candle is a blue candle and breaks to the upside like that and closes, it needs to close above the high or the resistance. Where do you think the next candle is likely to go? The next candle is likely to continue in the direction of the breakout. So this is a sign of strength for the buyers. Same thing happens if it's the sellers. So if sellers are in the market and they have given you a high and a low, then if the next candle breaks to the downside and gives you a red candle and closes as a breakout, where do you think the next candle is likely to go? It's likely to continue going lower. So this is the basic premise of the strategy. We trade breakouts and we are trading it when there is high volume in the market, which means that if we pick one side, then there is a high probability we will continue in that direction for a while before we get any reversal. And we don't need a lot of candles. We just need one candle to make us money and we move on. This is what we call scalping. Now, the next part, so we are done with candles, by the way. The next thing is entry. Where do you get in? So keep in mind that we are observing candles and we know that if we see a breakout, that's a sign of strength. So all that means is that the moment you see a breakout to the upside, that candle's closure, that is your entry. And we are betting that the next candle is likely to continue going higher. So we will put our stop loss below our breakout candle. The reason being, we don't expect price to continue going lower as the buyers have already confirmed to us that they want to continue in the direction of the trend. And our take profit will be twice the risk that we put in. That way, when price continues to go in our direction, we just need that one candle for us to make money. So your exit is twice your risk. You don't need a specific area. Oh, this is where price is going. You just know that when buyers give you a confirmation, then you know price will likely continue in that direction. So I will take twice my risk, and if it hits my take profit, well and good. Now, notice we just need two candles. Even if we are selling, we just need two candles because the first candle will give you sellers in the market. So we know, all right, sellers are now in the market. And why is this important? It's because they give you a high and a low. Now, let's draw this line there. Yes. Now, if the next candle is a breakout to the downside, then where do you think price is likely to continue for the next few candles? There's a high probability the next candle will continue going down. So your entry will be the close of that candle. Your stop loss will be above that candle. And your target is twice your risk. So if you risk $50 here, once you hit $100, you close your positions. Now, we've talked about entries, we've talked about exits. So what's the emergency? So for example, let's assume you bought down here. So you got your buyers gave you your signal, they gave you a breakout, you got in. However, your target is here and price does not hit your target. We all know sometimes price does not always reach your target. So how do you know it's the right time to exit and ditch that trade? It's the moment you see a sell signal, and that is when you see a red candle, you know sellers are in the market. And if sellers are in the market, then there is only two things that could happen. Either buyers overpower the sellers, and the next candle after that red candle is a bullish candle that continues in the direction of the trend, which obviously hits your take profit. However, if it does not hit your take profit and sellers confirm that they are ready to reverse, then it's time for you to ditch that trade, exit and take your sell position. And we can do this all day if you want. All right, so how do you do this? We come to the screen at 9:30 a.m. New York time. Remember the time. And then step 2, we look at the last candle before the market open. That is from 9:27 to 9:30. That candle gives you your high and your low. Then we wait for the market to open. Now, the market opens bearish, and what do? We adjust our low and our high because the sellers have come into the market. Then we wait for the next candle to confirm, but no, sellers also give us a new high and a new low. We just need price to break to the downside for it to confirm our entry. And once price breaks to the downside, this is your entry to sell. Your stop loss is above that candle, so we are risking 72. We are targeting 140. Let's see what happens. Now, the next candle continues to go to the downside. At this point, we have a new high and a new low, and price has broken to the downside. So it means we can move our stops to break even now. And then we continue following the candles until they either give us an emergency exit. So we see buyers coming into the market. They give us a new low, they give us a new high. So two things can happen here. Either buyers take control or sellers continue with the selling. What happens? Boom, nothing really happens. Next candle, boom, buyers are in control now. They have broken out, so we buy now. We put our stop loss below that candle. 24, we are going for 48. And then we wait. So let's see how this one plays out. Next candle, we get stopped out. Sellers are in the market, gives us a new low and a new high. Then what happens? Next candle, sellers are in again. We sell, stop loss below, above that candle, 65, we are going for 130. Let's see how this one plays out. Next one continues to go down. We have news. We don't want to play with news. So at this point, we exit before the news, and then we want to trade now after the news. So after the news, we see buyers have come in and they have confirmed. So now we can buy again. We can put our stop loss below that candle. 52, we are going for 100. Let's see how this one plays out. Next candle, and basically you can see how it plays out. So it's as simple as that. And if you want to learn more about this strategy, apply to join our program, link in the bio.